Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I hope you are well this week. For me, this week has been a little bit crazy at home. We are getting some new carpets in, and as part of that, we have decided to redo the kids' rooms, and so it is a little bit carnage in my house at the moment, but also fun and exciting, especially for the kids. So, welcome back, as I said, to this week's episode of the Financial and Lifestyle Freedom Podcast with me, Annette Ferguson. And today we're diving into an incredibly important topic for any small business looking to grow: financial planning for small business growth. Growth is exciting, but it also requires solid preparation. Today, we're going to talk about three key aspects of financial planning: cash flow forecasting, budgeting, and strategic investment planning. And these aren't just buzzwords, they are building blocks to allow you to scale your business sustainably without running into financial surprises. So, you might just want to grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive right in. Let's start with cash flow forecasting. Now, you may already know that cash flow forecasting is essential. It is the money coming in and going out of your business. But what does cash flow forecasting actually mean? Why is it important for growth? Simply put, cash flow forecasting allows you to predict the amount of cash your business will have on hand at any given point in the future. It's not just about knowing whether you have enough to pay your immediate bills. It's about having the financial insight to make growth decisions confidently. What can sometimes happen is people look at their bank account and they think, yes, it's good, I can invest in something, but they don't take into account the fact that they may have a tax bill in 4 months' time that money really should be set aside for. And for example, if you want to hire a new employee or invest in a new marketing initiative, a cash flow forecast ultimately tells you if you can afford it without risking your day-to-day operations. Forecasting helps you plan ahead, identify any upcoming cash shortages, and ensure that you always have enough to cover your expenses even as you scale. And this isn't just something for big business. This is absolutely something that small business owners really need to get on top of. So, how do you create a cash flow forecast? Well, you start by looking at the historic financial data. Where are your inflows and outflows? What seasonal patterns might you have? Once you've mapped out the trends, you can start projecting them into the future. It doesn't have to be overly complicated, but it does need to be consistent. So one of the best tools that can help you get started will be my cash flow planning template, which you can download for free. The link will be in the show notes. If you want to get deeper into it as well, you can check out the Profit Plan. It is my Kindle book. It is 77 pence on Amazon. So if you just search the Profit Plan, Annette Ferguson, that will come up. I will also again put the link in the show notes. Cash flow planning, both the template and the profit plan process, are designed to make it nice and easy for you and give you a clear picture of your cash flow situation. Now let's move on to the second component: budgeting for growth. A lot of small businesses create a budget to keep things running smoothly, but when it comes to growth, the budget often needs a slightly different focus. A growth budget is about making sure that your resources are allocated towards activities that will help your business expand. It's not just about managing costs, it's also about strategically planning where to spend the money for the biggest return. So, how do you create a budget for growth? Well, firstly, you need to identify your revenue goals. How much do you want to grow in the next year, and what will it take to get there? Once you have that goal, you work backwards to determine what kind of investment you need to make, whether that's hiring additional staff, increasing your marketing budget, or upgrading your systems. Next, you need to look at your expenses. It's important to differentiate between fixed expenses, which stay consistent, and variable expenses, which may increase as your business grows. Allocating funds in a way that allows for flexibility while staying true to your growth goals is key here. The goal is to have a roadmap that lets you confidently invest in areas that will yield the most growth. Budgeting helps you stay focused, keep costs under control, and invest in the right places at the right time. And the final piece of the puzzle is strategic investment planning. What I am not talking about here is investing in stocks and shares or pensions or anything like that. I'm speaking about investments in your business and understanding how to plan your investments to support growth. Strategic investment planning is all about deciding where to put your money so it works best for your business. Growth isn't just about spending, it's about spending smart. And this means identifying the areas in your business that are most likely to yield a return. Consider things like upgrading your technology to improve efficiencies, investing in training for your staff to boost productivity, or increasing your marketing to attract more clients. The key is to align investments with your growth strategy. Not every opportunity will be the right fit, and understanding what aligns with your overall business goals is what makes an investment strategic. Remember, the goal here is to grow profitably. It's about putting money into activities that will ultimately lead to higher returns and a stronger bottom line. To recap, we've covered 3 critical areas of financial planning for growth: cash flow forecasting, budgeting, and strategic investment planning. Growth is exciting, but it needs to be approached with a solid financial foundation. If you're thinking about taking your business to the next level, I encourage you to start by forecasting your cash flow, setting up a growth-focused budget, and strategically planning your investments. These steps will give you the confidence to make the right decisions for your business. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. I have already spoken about our cash flow planning template. The link is in the show notes for that, and my Kindle book, The Profit Plan. You can go to Amazon and check that out, or also look in the link for the show notes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know your time is incredibly precious, so I do appreciate you spending some of it with me. If you found this episode helpful, it would be lovely if you want to subscribe and share this with fellow business owners who may benefit from the podcast. Please also, if you feel inclined, leave us a lovely review on whatever podcast player you happen to be listening on. I'll see you next time. Until then, keep planning for success and taking care of your business finances. Speak soon.